All of you ready?
Recording in progress.
Okay, let's go ahead, bachcho. So we are done with PGBP. Again, a very big heading, or can say very big head of income. PGBP is done. If you remember, bachcho, how many heads of income overall total? Tell me. How many heads of income, bachcho, total overall? Tell me quickly. 5 heads of income. Are हाँ, correct. So first one, salary, bachcho. Tell me the charging section. Tell me the charging section, bachcho. Salaries, 15. Next head of income, bachcho, sequence wise. House property charging section. How many heads of income, bachcho, total overall? 22. Very good. Next head of income which you have covered is what? PGBP charging section, 28. Second last head of income, bachcho, capital gain, which we are going to do, section 45. And then obviously lastly is your income from other sources, 56. Yes, sir, everybody? Alright. So we go to the another now head of income from capital gains. Yes, Celia? This chapter, bachcho, is exception to every chapter, every other head of income. Why? Because it literally, bachcho, talks about only a very rare form of income, or very less generally transactions are there. Means what I'm talking about. In chapter 1, I'll repeat, okay, in chapter 1, there was a sentence that which type of income will be taxed, okay, or there was a discussion about types of income, gross income, net income, legal income, illegal income, etc. And over there, in the first chapter, there was a sentence between comparison of revenue versus capital. The important thing over there was, pay attention, revenue income is always taxed in income tax. I'm repeating. Revenue income is, bachcho, always taxed in income tax, except it is, bachcho, specifically exempt. For example, section 10. Are haan, everybody? All of you? Are you getting my point, everybody? So what I'm saying? Revenue income is always taxable, except if it is exempt under section 10. Similarly, very important now, we don't tax capital income. Any kind of capital in nature or capital income we do not tax unless specifically it is now made, bachcho, taxable, or it is clear cut shown or told to us that yes, this particular transaction or this particular asset, on that we will tax the capital gains. Clear everybody? So day-to-day income or regular income, bachcho, all other four heads of income: salary, regular income; house property, monthly rent income; PGBP, it is business definitely revenue; IOS, dividend, etc., or your director's remuneration income; interest income, that also, bachcho, we consider as revenue only. Yes. So capital in nature, bachcho, is definitely, bachcho, more than 1 year. Ha na. It is something long term in nature. Yes, everybody? Are you in the business of that transaction? Answer is no. Okay? We also, bachcho, in a way call it as one of the, you can say, rare income or not so usual income. Hai na? Is it an usual income, bachcho? No, it is not an usual income. Clear? Acha. What comes to your mind? Let us say, if I say I'm getting some income from capital, I'm getting some capital income in nature, I'm getting some benefit or capital income in nature. And tell me, bachcho, in sale of asset, yes, Kushbu, good, very good. Everyone says that only. Sale of asset, correct. But which asset, bachcho? Capital asset or trading asset? Yes. Capital asset. Yes, still everybody? Yeah, very good. Yes, okay, Indrajit, correct. Fine. Now tell me, one of the very big important points between PGBP and CG. Okay, very important. This is again logical, will come to your mind. Now whenever I'm using the word capital in nature, hai na, it will come under, yes, this is again a main difference between revenue and capital, correct. What about financial statements? We have two items, profit and loss account and balance sheet. Who will take who? Who is more concerned with what? PGBP is mainly concerned with PGBP takes care of P&L. Now whatever is not in P&L, PGBP doesn't even see to it. है ना. Whatever is not in P&L बच्चों PGBP does not even consider that. अरे हाँ, capital gain. What do you think? Mainly बच्चों, है ना. Yes, this is what you have to understand also ना now. है कि नहीं बच्चों? Yeah. Let us say I own a classroom, own a shop or own a classroom. Still here? And it is, let us say I'm using this you can say property for long term basis, and I have given it on rent, etc. So the rent income, regular rent income which I'll earn, that will go under which head of income? If I own a shop, house property, that we had already covered. Very good bachcho. Yes, still here? Good. But if I sell that shop or that classroom or whatever, is that my revenue income? That is bachcho my capital income. Yes, still here? Fine. So in my personal financial statements, P&L or balance sheet, where will I show this classroom or shop, whatever? Where will I show it? Asset, building maybe, है ना, in my asset balance sheet. It is a balance sheet item for sure. Clear everybody? Fantastic. Understood all of you? Yes. Okay. I'll give you a very classic and a very important example for you to understand. I'll give you two examples which you are already covered from chapter number 4, agricultural income. All right. This is quite clear, bachcho, very clear, because I think I told you that time also a myth you understand, a misconception bachcho is clarified, cleared. That pay attention. I had drawn this is bachcho your agricultural land because it is brown in color, है ना. Then we grow something bachcho, crops on that because it is green in color. Okay till here? What is the crop? I don't know. Fine. But is it agricultural produce on agricultural land? Agree till here everybody? Huh. What bachcho? Sale of what will be revenue in nature? Land or crops? Crops. So bachcho, this is my this is my regular income. Yes, I am doing this like a business activity, trading activity. There is lots of efforts involved. It's a long-term process and it's a continuous process. Yes, everybody. So that income definitely bachcho I'll call it as revenue. But land is there, but I'm not going to buy and sell land on daily basis or regular basis. And once in 5-10 years, if I were to sell the land itself, land is there only by the way, but if I sell the land ownership, that will result in what? Income from capital gains. Yes, children, all of you, everybody okay till here? So, whether farmers pay tax or no? Answer is, it depends on the type of transaction. Farmers have to pay tax. Okay, so don't keep this in mind. Farmers don't pay tax. Farmers don't pay tax only on agricultural income. But if farmer has done fixed deposit, if he's getting some part-time salary or some share interest on capital or house property rent income, sale of milk, correct. Then let us say this sale of land importantly, but now sale of land. On all the items there are transactions. So or tax will be there. On this transaction tax will be there. Yes, till here? Only transaction on which tax is not there is sale of agricultural produce. Alright everybody? For what? Livestock, I think we have discussed. Yeah. As your taxable income, it is not agricultural income, you know? Okay, everybody? Sale of livestock, I think we had considered it was not an agricultural income. No? Sale of livestock was not an agricultural income, but it was regular revenue trading income. Yes, agriculture actually was only pure thing about growing on the land we had seen, or nursery, or rent from agricultural land, or lastly income from farm building. These are the only things, and obviously the main cultivation part. You know? All of that was agricultural income. Yes, still here all of you. Should I go ahead, everybody? Yeah? Let us convert this now. Okay, let us bring it back here. Fine. Ready? So pay attention. There was a building बच्चों. Okay. So a builder बच्चों considered lots of, obviously not lots of, but he considered a building, and in that building he considered lots of flats, है ना? All of you get clear? Fine. Okay, all of you. This project बच्चों takes lots of time to be finished, complete. Yes, everybody. It takes lots of time to complete or finish. During that time, these bachcho, this assets, this whatever flat, he will put in WIP, work in progress. When will he show it as a proper item? When the construction is completed. Yes or no, everybody? Okay. The income of builder. The income of bachcho builder, real estate, by construction and selling of these assets. This asset is bachcho immovable property. The asset is what bachcho immovable property. Agree till here? So the income of the builder bachcho from sale of flats is which will go under bachcho which head of income? PGBP or CG? Because bachcho that is his core income. Is it his usual income? Absolutely yes. It involves proper financial transactions. That involve purchase and sales, everything. Clear till here? Let us say Nitin purchased entire top floor. Nitin said, I want a good view, so he purchased entire top floor, all flats on the top floor. Okay, so you can say Nitin on the nameplate. Okay. Then Nitin said, okay, I require only how much? Let us say combine 2 flats. Like, this is sufficient for me, my family, and grandchildren, and all of that. And let us give this on rent. Fine, Delia? That is okay. So all the 3 flats bachcho will be shown in his balance sheet. Yes, everybody? As what? Investments, his assets. And rent income, regular income bachcho, that is going under house property. And then later on he says, okay, I'll do some more business, I want some more money. Let us sell the flat. Okay, so instead of renting, this was going under bachcho what? Revenue income. Barabar, he sold the flat. Sale. Yes. Now builder was also selling the flat, and now Nitin also sells the flat, and now Nitin's income from sale of the flat will be what? Which head of income now? Same property. Even if the builder sells ready-made property, that means there is no contract with the buyer. Builder first completed entire property construction, and then he was finding the seller. Then he was finding the buyer. So he sold ready-made property. Still bachcho, you calling it as PGBP. But when Nitin sells the same property, the ready-made property, to somebody else, we call it as capital income. Same property. Why? The nature of the transaction is different, even if the item is same. Yes, sir, everybody? All of you okay till here? Because for Nitin bachcho, that property was not a business income. It was never shown under P&L, etc. He is not a trader. He is not a broker of flats, etc. immovable property. Yes, still here, he is not a constructor, etc. He is not a builder. So for him, the property was capital asset. That's what bachcho it is. Capital gain in profit from that. And for builder, the same property was trading asset. That's why that bachcho income from the trading asset is revenue. Clear, all of you? All right. Okay. I'll tell you one more thing. Let us in a couple of days I am going to buy a shoes. Okay. I don't know the price, but it is, let us say, around 15,000 rupees. It is a rare shoes. New shoes, but rare shoes. Rare. I am expecting the shoe will have a market price of 25,000. Okay, everybody? Yeah. Market price. In future, immediate future, or after 6 months or after 1 year. Why? Don't ask me that. Because there are collectibles. You understand collectibles? Collectibles. If at all you would have had the collection of matchstick cover, then shoes collection, Barbie doll collections, people have so many collections. Yes, everybody, car collection, toys collection, cartoons collection, magazine collection. So collection bachcho can be of any type. Stamp collection, even I have stamp collection. Yes, coins I don't have much, but yes. Yeah. So again, over here, Bachu, are we in the business of trading? What do you think? Look at the nature. This is Bachu not trading. When I buy and sell regularly, but for margin of 100 rupees, 500 rupees, 2000 rupees margin, but I'm regularly buying in bulk and selling in bulk, regularly, that is business. But Bachu, when I buy these items, I'm buying these items for what purpose? I am not Bachu buying this for revenue income or as a trader. I'm not Bachu buying it as a revenue income or as a trader. I am an investor. And I want to earn Bachu on the based on capital income or capital gain. Means what? I am mainly interested in the time value of money. That's it. I am waiting for time, or as per time its valuation will increase. Clear till here, all of you? Yeah? It can be shoes, it can be painting, rare articles, items, archaeological items, artifacts, and historical anything. Clear? Then there is something called as numismatic value that we will do in some GST also. Numismatic means, I'll tell you, rupees 2 coin. Okay, everybody? 2 rupees coin. It has a market valuation of rupees 4,000. Okay? They'll be like, sir, what time pass is this? Yes, RBI has given the value to that coin of rupees 2, but it is a very rare coin. I am not saying it is an old coin, it is a rare coin. Rare means RBI themselves had issued this coin, only 100 of them were minted. Minted means generated. Okay? On couple of years or anniversaries they do that. Now the rarity is making or giving it its value. Are you getting my point, everybody? So there are rare items. I think there is some rupees 5,000 note also is there, or 100 rupees coin is there. Something is there. These things are there. Okay. Means this rupee coin can do a work of 4,000. But there has to be a collector for that. I can't go to a shop and say, hey, this is valuation is 4,000. Give me 4,000. No. He's going to give 2 rupees only, but he should know the value of that. Na? चलेगा? Like a collector, there is this M.F. Hussain painting. We'll come to that also. M.F. Hussain painting. Or there is what? Gaitonde. I'll just show you, okay? V.S. Gaitonde or some Gaitonde, because we discuss that in every batch. I'm not sure. Yeah, V.S. Gaitonde. Okay, V.S. Gaitonde, you can see the first itself, painter, and check the paintings. Okay, most expensive paintings. Everyone there? I don't know when he died also. Okay, fine, died. But once you can say, artist is dead, after that there is more valuation to his items, because when he's alive he can sign also many items, but after his death it becomes limited, no? Most expensive. Don't ask me what you see in the painting, but you can see here it was drawn in 1961 canvas. It sells for how many crores? This painting was sold for 40 crores. 40 crores. क्या हो गया इसको? Right, no? Amazing. This is also 29 crores. This female, I think. This is also 29 crores. Yes. Now, as soon as the bachcho see rich people and rich paintings, etc., these people come up. You know? Rich people come up. So, this MF Hussain painting, etc., or any of this, you tell me, bachcho, where will the. See, you and me may have an issue of survival. Okay? But rich people don't have that issue of survival. The rich people have problem of where to spend the money. Okay? Where all we can spend the money. That is their problem. So, they buy these funny items. Very costly items. You and me don't have that daily use. Even they don't have a daily use. It is a matter of show off, or you can say collection or a choice also. Yes, everybody? Fine? Chalo. I hope you understood. What if, bachcho, again, I bought the painting at 10 lakhs and sold for 1 crore. I was trying to find the right buyer. Is that, bachcho, my business income or capital income? Bachcho, that comes under capital income. If I'm a painter and I sell my painting, that income. PGBP. That will go under PGBP. That also clear if I say profession. Because you'll say the painter, okay, is in the profession. You know? Understood clear, everybody? Let's go ahead. Any other bachcho item, tell me. What about jewelry? Rare jewelry items? Possible, no? Now tomorrow, again for the sake of understanding. Already you know how Ranveer Singh, bachcho, what kind of clothes he wears, you know that, correct? And tomorrow, bachcho, if he, instead of shirt buttons, he puts some diamond studs on the shirt, that already becomes very costly. And tomorrow if he donates or gives it to somebody or he wants to sell it, you might have heard about auction, no? You might have heard, bachcho, about auction. Yes or no? So auction are done by celebrities also. And whatever they had won, they had used it one time or won it in this particular event, and then they are selling it. So there is a highest bidder or no? See, the celebrity may take the money and give it for donation. Yes. But the buyer who had given the highest bidding, he is keeping it in his own collection, personal collection. Yes, still here. And then again tomorrow, bachcho, if he receives any kind of, you can say, money on that, that will, bachcho, again will be a capital income. Clear till here? I am discussing lots of things with you right now because I am just keeping your mind, bringing your mind to that example, that what are we going to, which kind of assets we are dealing with. And last and but not the least, let me talk about shares. This I had already covered, bachcho, with you in PGBP. Intraday trading. Intraday trading, bachcho, what do you think? It is PGBP or CG? But it is definitely PGBP. Yes, Celia? The word itself, intraday trading, is called, yes, trading. That is, bachcho, definitely PGBP. Yes, Celia, all of you? But can I say the income from shares can go also under CG, capital gains? And the answer is yes. How will you, bachcho? Very good, Mansi. Yes, good. How will you differentiate? I am buying and selling shares. But then, bachcho, when will I say it will go under PGBP? Very good. Yes, all of you are on correct track. Very good. Can I call this a short term? And this is, bachcho, generally or over a long term. Now, what is long term? That depends on case to case. But we are looking at the intention itself. What, bachcho? The trader is your trader. And here, bachcho, we have investor. What is the trader is interested in? He is, bachcho, interested in day-to-day fluctuations. What is the investor interested in? Are you getting my point? He is only interested in long-term goal. Clear till here? He is not under tension, if it goes down, etc. Yes everybody. But in this, even if I take the short term out of this anywhere here, this is bachcho the interest of trader on daily basis or regular basis. Are you getting my point? But long term is who? Investor. Yes still here? So to look at the number of transactions, bachcho, tell me where will be higher number of transactions. So I'm just giving you pointers how to decide bachcho between PGP and CG. Where will there be higher number of transactions of buying and selling? Trader, definitely. Every day bachcho will do at least 4 or 5 trades, and one of them may be successful or whatever it is. Are investor bachcho, he'll buy once, forget it, or maybe after every 2-3 weeks or after every 2-3 months he will sell it. Yes till here all of you? And last point. So bachcho, he's interested in fluctuation, trader, investor, long term. Clear till here? So basically here we are going to say capital appreciation. We call this bachcho as what? Capital appreciation. Okay, over a long period of time. Okay, and last but not least bachcho, about let us say loan. A trader bachcho may take loan to invest the money in shares. Yes till here all of you? A trader bachcho may invest, what did I say? A trader may take a loan to invest in shares because that is his business income, and for business you can take loan. But generally capital gain bachcho doesn't take loan, he invests out of his own savings. Clear to everybody? Should I go ahead everybody? Chalo. I hope this differences are quite clear to you. Ready everybody? Okay, so let's start then. Fine. First and foremost, section 45, the charging section. Okay, everybody? Charging section provides that any profits or gains, same wordings, है ना? But is it from business or profession? No. Arising from transfer of a capital asset. Yes, till here. Transfer of a capital asset effected means done, it is done, executed in the previous year will be chargeable to income under the head capital gains. Okay, so there is a benefit or no? Yes. So there can be benefit or there can be loss. Even loss bachcho we can carry it forward, that we will see later on, but at least let us first talk about the benefit. So there is a benefit because of what? There are two important things here: transfer, yes, and transfer of what bachcho? Capital asset. Yes, still everybody? Cool everybody? Fine? All of you? Okay? So capital asset. So transfer also we have to see, as well as capital asset also we have to see. What do you generally think will be the meaning of the word transfer normally? What will be transfer? Bolo? Sale, yeah. Transfer bachcho can be sale. Transfer bachcho is again a very wide term, okay? Transfer includes the sale. Transfer bachcho includes the sale. Very good, Mansi. Good. Another bachcho, good example of transfer: gift. Gift, basically our ownership should change, or ownership should no more be there. Basically the asset bachcho can also be discarded. Capital asset is bachcho scrapped or destroyed by fire, extinguished, possible. Yes, still everybody? Or the right is given to somebody else. Understood? So transfer is a very wide term compared to sale. Alright? Are ha? आगे बढ़े? Let's go ahead everybody. अरे हाँ बच्चों. Okay. चलो. Let us first of all go to and check what do you mean by capital asset. So meaning बच्चों, definition बच्चों, let us go to section 2. Okay, clause 14. Capital asset. The capital asset means includes no. Means. So it is a very much clear cut definition. है ना? It is a very very narrow definition. है ना? Means this is your capital asset. Property of any kind of property. है ना? Any kind of property. It can be movable or as well as immovable right now. अरे हाँ. Of any kind held by the assessee, whether or not connected with his business or profession. That means बच्चों, even personal property is a capital asset. I own a classroom, that is shop for academy, and I own a home. Both are property. Home obviously is not connected to my business or profession, it is my personal property. But shop or class is obviously bachcho my business property. But both are properties, yes, so both are capital assets. Okay? Whether or not they are connected bachcho with business or profession. Understood or no? So property of any kind. That is important to us. This bachcho ULIP is right now removed, so I'll do this later on. This point number C. Point number B again not that great. So any securities held by FII, foreign institutional investors, your mutual funds or fund of outside India, abroad. So any securities held by FIIs which have invested in the securities as per the SEBI Act. So again leave that. So even they have to be considered as capital assets. Any kind of investments by FII as per SEBI Act. Okay? So we don't have to deal with it. Fine till here? So capital asset means what bachcho? Property of any kind. Clear? Arey haan. However, but does not include, that means bachcho no worth, not a capital asset na. It means what? It is not a capital asset. Look at the inclusion. Inclusion, they said any property. Tangible, intangible, whatever. Okay? Bachcho, even tell me bachcho, even your IPR, tell me IPR. You remember IPR bachcho? Intellectual property rights. Even is that an asset or no? Property of any kind. Even that bachcho, that is a property. Can I sell my movie rights? Movie rights, music rights, lyrics rights, है ना? Logo, franchisee, trademark. Yes, bachcho, even they are rights only, na? Correct. So, even that is property of any kind. However, exclusion, what will not be bachcho considered as capital asset? First one, any stock in trade. Any bachcho stock material. अरे हाँ बच्चों, clear till here? So stock in trade bachcho is not a capital asset. Trading assets. Consumable stores or raw materials. Consumable stores means what bachcho? Your small tools, raw materials which you have to use it for the main trading business purposes. All your small items, है ना? Any kind of your chemicals, mixtures, paintings, small screws, nut bolts, wiring, whatever you can think of. Yes, still here? Or raw materials held for the purpose of business or profession of the assessee. Yes, still here? For the purpose of business or profession of the assessee. So if you're holding these items also, they are not to be taken as bachcho your capital asset. Clear till here? So stock, why bachcho? Because stock, again item, currently opening stock, closing stock as well as your closing stock again will show in the balance sheet item. But again, not a capital asset. Consumables bachcho also not a capital asset. Clear till here all of you? Arey haan. Let's go ahead. So, bachcho, understood first thing, not a capital asset, your trading stock, okay, trading assets. Exclusion number 2, important, now please pay attention. Again, they are not a capital asset. Which one? Personal effects. Effects means items, personal items. But that is bachcho, which one? Movable property. Personal movable property. Agreed? Everybody? Including wearing apparel and furniture. Movable furniture, bachcho, movable furniture. Wearing apparel means what? Wearing clothes. The clothes which you wear, etc. Including Ranveer Singh, whatever he wears. Okay? So, wearing apparels and furniture. Held for personal use only. Obviously, you are keeping the clothes, etc. furniture for personal use. by the assessee or any member of his family dependent on him. अरे हाँ everybody. So personal movable, personal property, movable property for personal use, not a capital asset. अरे हाँ, however important, but excludes. So that's why I was telling you in the basics of law also, बच्चों. What is exclusion of exclusion? Exclusion of बच्चों, exclusion is what? Inclusion. Understood? अरे हाँ. So these items, the items now which we are going to discuss, jewelry. Jewelry is a movable asset? Yes. Is it a personal asset? Yes. It is used for personal purposes? Yes. Show off. Correct? Archaeological understand? Archaeological. Your old time historical. Collections, drawings, paintings, sculptures. Sculptures, you understand? Pottery or anything, or those items, face, whatever you can show using what, clay, mud, stone also. Sculpture can be of stone also. Murti you get. Understand, no? Murti. Idol, I think, IDOL. है ना? अरे हाँ है ना? The small, let us say, mini Taj Mahal you get when you go to Taj Mahal. Understood? Or even rather any work of art. Can I bachcho now here put any work of art? Have you heard of this also, bachcho? Have you heard of NFT? Non-fungible token. Have you heard of that? नहीं सुना है, बाद में you can Google this later on. Non-fungible token is बच्चों लेकिन electronic online ownership of electric items. Electric item is electronic items means online. Whatever is online, you buy a certain thing and it is completely only and only your can say your ownership. Okay, all of you? That is NFT, called as non-fungible token. Done, everybody? Okay. So understand, so these are which your capital items, okay? So these are your capital items or capital asset. So it is basically an exclusion list, है ना? But these are not your capital asset. Fine. Are they बच्चों, what you will say? Putting an exclusion of exclusion, है ना? So it becomes a capital asset. Okay, everybody, should I go ahead? Jewelry includes. बच्चों, is jewelry capital asset? हाँ या ना? Tell me this. Is jewelry a capital asset or no? It is a capital asset. It is a बच्चों capital asset. Yeah? So jewelry includes. So they are trying to put it more clarification. What all will be there? Ornaments. So what is the difference between jewelry and ornaments? Ornaments piece can be what? Anything in of. नहीं रे बाबा, मिट्टी, मोती, अच्छा, okay. Pearls, you may be saying pearls, okay. Ornament, बच्चों, anything kind of piece, okay. So check. Ornaments, bangles are also there. It is already also part of jewelry, है ना? We'll see that. Made of gold, silver, platinum, or any other precious metal, or any alloy. Alloy, you understand, na? Alloy is mixture. Containing one or more of such precious metals, whether or not containing any precious or semi-precious stones. What you can say, what? Bangles, that kada, what do you call kada? Bracelet, maybe. Anything much you do it or worth. Diamond ring, correct. Diamond ring. But even that diamond is a stone, no? So it may or may not have any stones. And also whether or not worked or sewing, you understand? Into any wearing apparel. Gold colored shoes. Not gold colored, but gold polished shoes. Possible. Or gold threading shirt. Heard of it? Possible. Hey, na? Gold border, I think what that sari happens. I don't know, something in sari also. Sari threading, I think it happens in that, maybe, correct? Yes? So again, Bachu, these are what your will be considered as capital asset. Okay, everybody? क्या टफ जाएगा? No, nothing. We'll come to be practical also. No? But the thing is, we are just trying to understand how all people can make money. And I just now told you, if that shoes if I buy, and nahi re baba. This will not take much time. Precious or semi, it is what one is what stone. See, okay, ornaments, na. So let's check. Let us look at the proper English meaning, dictionary meaning of ornaments. Dictionary meaning I'm checking on Google, वाह, but ठीक है. This is what? This is ornament. Okay. Anything of any kind of art. Okay. Girls are so happy now. Items to buy. Done till here, everybody? Alright, but again, anything of this, it can be any kind of this item, okay, which shows mixture of alloy, metals, precious, semi-precious metals, with or without any semi-precious or semi-precious stones, whether it is into working apparel or not, wearing apparel or not. Okay, everybody? Are हाँ. Should I go ahead, all of you? All right. Okay? So these are also obviously your capital asset. Okay. Exclusion 3. That means not a capital asset. Rural agri land in India. This is bachcho very much properly done with you. Tell me, done or no properly? Rural agri land. Done or no? Bolo. Rural agri land. What it depends upon? Population and municipality limits. है ना? 10,000, 1 lakh, 10 lakh. Population more than 10,000 to 1 lakh, more than 2 kilometers. Population from 1 lakh to 10 lakhs. Distance should be more than 6 kilometers, 6 kilometers. And more than what, bacho? 10 lakhs, 8 kilometers. So 268, yes. Agree till here? Properties outside those are what, bacho? Rural. Inside those, within, are urban. Which are not capital asset? Rural agri land are not capital asset. Clear till here? This remaining thing is exactly copy paste from the earlier chapter. Okay, capital that. Okay. So again, we don't have to go into it right now. But I hope this was clear to you. In the chapter of agricultural income, we had covered that. है ना? Okay. Exclusion 4 and 5 also again not that great, or we don't have to deal too much into it. Okay. Some of these your investments will not be considered as capital asset. Okay. Deposit certificates under gold monetization scheme and 6.5% gold bonds, etc. Okay. So they are issued by government. They will not be even considered as capital asset. Clear, everybody? Now why it is so important to understand capital asset, bachcho? Because if these two words are not satisfied, if it is not a capital asset, the entire chapter is not applicable. And if the chapter is not applicable, nobody else also can also take the care of that income because it is a capital income. Okay, so you have to be very careful with the definition of capital asset. That's why they have put the word any asset. Clear all of you? Yeah? And transfer. See, these things should be bachcho satisfied. Okay? Chalo, I'll show you some question. Ready everybody? Ready in the notebook? "43. Okay, all of you, let's start. Capital gains. So before I proceed ahead, bachcho, we should know exclusion of exclusion is what? Inclusion, है ना? Write on this. Exclusion of an exclusion is what? Inclusion, है ना? Exclusion of an exclusion is what, bachcho? Inclusion. Clear till here? Done? Ready? Question number 43. Question number 43. Ready, bachcho? Whether following are capital assets? Whether following are capital assets? Ready? Let's go one by one. Furniture for personal use. What do you think? Everybody? It is not a capital asset. Is it a property of any kind? Yes. But does it come under your exception or exclusion? Answer is also yes. How? Including your what it was? Personal effects, personal use, and as well as furniture. Movable, na? Okay? Yes. So, since it is personal effects, personal items, and does it come under bachcho your exception of exception? No. So since personal effect bachcho, therefore not a capital asset, है ना? Not a capital asset. Second, Furniture for official use. Tell me. That means your furniture in the office. It is a capital asset. है ना बच्चों? It is a capital asset since not included in any exclusion. Not included in any exclusion. है ना? Yes, tell all of you. Third, furniture held by furniture dealer. Furniture बच्चों held by furniture dealer. Okay, yes, Kushbu. Why it is not a capital asset? Very good. Which kind of asset बच्चों it is? Is it an asset or no? Yes, it is a business asset. Middle बच्चों it is a very good Indrajit. It is a trading asset. Very good. Yes. Since it is a trading asset. Just tell all of you. Fourth, residential flat held for personal use. Capital or not a capital asset? Correct. Nitin, answer na. Mansi. It is a capital asset, बच्चों. Because even if it is personal use, but over there in the exclusion, बच्चों, what we had seen, personal effects and movable. बच्चों, here we are talking of residential flat. It is not movable. So can I say any kind of immovable property will definitely, बच्चों, will be a capital asset now. Look at the exclusion, बच्चों. What was the exclusion? Personal effects. That is personal use, but movable. इसमें बच्चों flat, residential flat, movable. So it does not fit in the exclusion. It is a property, therefore, बच्चों, it is now a capital asset. Did you understand or no? Since even if used for it is not a movable asset. Agree, Delia? Yeah? तो PDF तो yeah. PDF I told you, I just now uploaded on the drive. I told you na. PDF is there on the drive. Same link. Ready? Done? Fifth, bullions तो है shown last time also, है ना? Silver bars. Bullion. Can I say It depends on the use, silver bars bullion. It depends on the use. That means if a customer has purchased it and has kept in his home, kept at his home, that means let us say home. That means if you have bacho, you have kept it at your home, etc. For you, bacho, it is a capital asset. Why? Because it is personal use. It comes under exception, jewelry, etc. But it may exception of exception. So it is a capital asset. If you're keeping it at home, use for personal purpose, and it comes under exception. But it may not be a capital asset if the silver bars or bullion are what? Stock in trade. Are hai na? Very good, good answer. That means if there is a shopkeeper, owner of a jewelry shop, even he is going to keep silver bars bullions. For him, it is a trading asset, and trading asset is obviously not a capital asset. So it depends bacho on the use also. Are haan bacho. So I'll just write down right now, not a capital asset if used for personal purpose. Okay. So jewelry is a capital asset, no? If used for personal. Yes, Silvia? Yes, all of you? Done, everybody? Sixth, silver utensils for puja. Okay, it is not a jewelry, bacho. It is not a jewelry item because we have seen jewelry, ornaments, etc. Okay. So some items there can be controversy. It can go to court, but right now I'm just doing it from a very basic point of view. Okay. It is not a jewelry. And is used for personal purpose. Therefore, not a capital asset. Not a capital asset. Yes, Celia? Seventh, diamonds, gold, capital asset. Yes, Celia? If for, again I will do that. If for what बच्चों? Personal use. अरे हाँ बच्चों. Why? For a trader, jewelry shop owner, it is a trading asset, है ना? So for personal use, it is a personal. It is a, if for personal purpose, it is not a capital asset. 8. Shares, debentures, bond बच्चों. Is it property? Is it a property? Yes. Again, are share, debentures, bonds बच्चों? It depends. It can be loan, it can be liability also. From company point of view, okay, fine. If you're holding the shares, debentures, bonds, all right. It is a property. Does it come under any exclusion? No. So we'll say it is a property. It is a property. And as personal investment, if held by trader as trading asset, है ना? Then it is not a capital asset. Yes, still here, all of you? Ninth, entitlement of right shares. Entitlement बच्चों of right shares. That means you're getting a right to buy right shares. This much you understand. So is it a property or no? It is a property. Now let me ask you a question from company law point of view also. But can we renounce the right shares? All of you answer. Correct, Mansi. Can we renounce the right shares? Answer is yes. So even that can be transferred or no. So even बच्चों renunciation is also transfer. अरे हाँ या ना? Renunciation बच्चों is also transfer. Clear till here? चलो तो yes. Entitlement, it is a right. It is a capital asset. Tenth, industrial land at 40 kilometers from the corporation limits. Forty kilometers, okay. Nitin, Kushbu, Mansi. What do you think? हाँ इंद्रजीत, I got your answer. Why? Question नहीं समझा अभी का? What is the question? It is an industrial land. It is situated at 40 kilometers outside the corporation limits. So don't get confused with the kilometers. It is a capital asset, बच्चों, because the exception is for rural agricultural land. This is what, बच्चों? Industrial land. Clear, all of you? अरे हाँ, whose exception we have? The exception is बच्चों rural agricultural land, है ना? It has to be rural and agricultural land. Then only but you have the exception. Clear? But since this is industrial land, yeah, it is a twisted question. Then we get no exception. Industrial land bacho is a property. It will be your capital asset. Okay? Done, everybody? Done. Let's go ahead. 11th. Agri land 10 kilometers from corporation A and 9 kilometers from corporation B. Corporation also take it as population obviously is big for corporations, more than 10 lakhs definitely. Did you understand or no? What is the distance you will check, 10 kilometers or 9 kilometers? Okay. Shortest aerial distance from the nearest corporation limits or limits. अरे हाँ, everybody remember or no? Find earlier. हाँ, तो अच्छा distance of 9 kilometers. But what about distance बच्चों limits 268 ना 2 kilometers 6 kilometers and 8 kilometers. Yes, earlier. This is at 9 kilometers. So this is what बच्चों rural or urban. And this industrial it is sorry agricultural land also. है ना? It is rural. It is rural agri land since distance is at 9 kilometer, that is more than 8 kilometer. Just tell everybody from limits. And since there is a rural agri land, but therefore not a capital asset. Not a capital asset. Yes, tell everybody. Ready बच्चों 12th Mr. A ROR earning from agricultural land in Nepal. What it is? Mr. A is ROR having agricultural land in Nepal, sold as if it is owning, it can be having, okay, owning, whatever. Fine. He has much agricultural land in Nepal, sold the same. It is not a rural agricultural land, bacho, it is a capital asset, okay, because that agricultural land bacho has to be in India to take the benefit of exemption. Agreed or no, everybody? Understood? It is a capital asset. It is a capital asset. Since agri land is not situated in India. Okay, everybody? Fine. See the soft copy which I have uploaded on the drive, by the way. So I hope you can access the notes also. Chalega? Whatever notes right now I am giving to you I'll do a little bit small changes, okay, if required, but only some of them, not much. Can I go ahead, everybody? It will get over. Yeah. Come to bachcho. Page 8.4 I'll show you, okay? Ready everybody? Page 8.4. Everyone there? 45 bachcho we saw just now, 45. Charging section, okay? Let's talk about 48. Mode of computation of capital gains. Yes, everybody? Calculation format. Ready? Type of capital asset. Type means just now we have seen just some of them. It can be urban agricultural land or shares, debentures, paintings, jewelry, whatever it can be. है ना? Clear? House property. Type of transfer. Just now again we saw some examples. Sale, gift, renouncing something. So there can be again other types of transfer also. Period of holding means what? For how long had you held that asset? 1 year, more than 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, whatever. Yes? Therefore, type of capital gain. We'll see what. Sorry. We'll see the type of capital gain soon. Okay, whether long term or short term. That also we'll see in some time. Okay, everybody. So short term or long term, and the year of taxability, in which year we are taxing the same. But look at this simple table. Sale consideration means what? Sale consideration, the amount which you are getting, minus transfer expenses. Let us say, bachcho, if I sell a house property, है ना? This is bachcho my capital gain or some amount I'm selling it at, less transfer expenses. For selling the property, bachcho, what expense I have? If I want to sell a flat property like that, है ना? What expense I might have to do? Very good, Indrajit. Agent, bachcho, maybe I'll have to spend maybe on agent or some transfer deed or lawyer or society fees, NOC, society, bachcho, है ना? Something like that. So basically, expenses done for the sale. That's why what do we get first? Net sale consideration. Final year, legal charges, okay. From that, so basically sale price minus cost price, cost of acquisition, है ना बच्चों? Like just now I give you an example. Let us say I buy the shoes for 15,000. This is my purchase price. And if I get a customer for 25,000, है ना? So sale consumption बच्चों 25. I'm just giving you a very simple example. Minus purchase price. This is my net gain or no? Yes, tell you everybody. Yeah? Okay. But if I did some expenses on the marketing or improving the product, let us say I did some more expense, okay, on the improvement of the product. I put some good soles to that, some more color, etc. something. So I spent more, okay, everybody. And let us say, I guess I'm just doing some small example again. And because of that, my market value became 30,000. So again, bachcho, this is my cost of acquisition. And this is bachcho my cost of improvement. Improvement means what? Something extra work bachcho I have done on the asset. Are haan. Everybody okay till here? And I sold bachcho at 30,000. Clear? So 15 plus 2, 17 minus this 17,000 bachcho will be reduced from 30,000. Okay? That will be my net gain. Simple. That will be my net gain over there. Clear or no? All of you? Yes? We'll go ahead, everybody. That was a very simple short format. But yes, let's now look at the type of gain, long term or short term. Okay? The benefit or gain is, bachcho, again, you are seeing such capital asset, capital gain, so it is always long term. Yes, but how much long is also long? Okay, then how much? So, like I said, the trader, bachcho, may be doing trading investment on daily basis. Okay? This example, bachcho, yesterday we had seen. Yesterday or sometime before, F&O. Remember, bachcho, F&O? Futures and options. Is there a delivery or not? No delivery in those transactions. No delivery. So we are only dealing with bachcho contract over there. So definitely speculative. And as soon as bachcho definitely speculative, then what? It is PGBP. Remember or no? Okay? But even bachcho, this F&O, this contracts are for 1 month or 2 months. Okay, everybody? The trader bachcho may be also dealing on daily basis or maybe alternate day basis. And then I am just holding some assets, some shares for 2 months. But properly holding the shares. Not F&O. It is in my demand account. I purchased it properly. It came to my demand account and I kept it for 2 months. Yes, still everybody? Again, that can be short term, but my nature was what? Not for speculative. I knew there was going to be growth, but I just had a very short patience of 2 months. But if I buy a shares and keep it for 20 years, so again I knew there is going to be increase over a period of time, but I gave it more time. So we long term. In both of this, what is common? There will be capital appreciation, but in short duration and big duration. But we are not dealing with speculative, up and down, up and down, up and down. Clear, all of you? Are हाँ? Okay. I purchased some shares, बच्चों, first time in my life in 2017. Okay, that portfolio that I don't remember now how much, but some whatever negligible figure. Okay. How many shares I would have sold of all my portfolio in 2022? What do you think? How many I might have sold till now? If I sell all the shares, then I will go on world trip only, na then. Zero shares. I did not sell only. I was just asking it for time pass. Okay? Why? Because there can be two things. Let us say I don't need the money, I don't need the cash right now, that is one thing. But my attitude was that, like, I am not a trader. I don't get time, honestly, to check markets on daily basis. Impossible. Once you are fully, especially in this field also, impossible. Okay? At least for me, it was not possible. There are some rare people, obviously. But I don't check the markets when I'm in class. Okay? So, person who is dealing frequently, for him, it is business income. But whenever I will sell the shares and I'll get, obviously, profit, etc. income, that is for me, capital income. Clear till all of you? So I can invest for 2 months because I know there will be growth. That is also still capital. If I invest for 10 years, 20 years, also capital income. Clear? Because we are not dealing here with speculative transactions. है ना? Intraday definitely speculative. Intraday, if you remember. है ना? Fine. Okay, everybody? Chalo. Let us come to बच्चों short term and long term assets. Okay, short term and long term assets. Ready? Now we have seen what is capital asset, है ना? Fine. So depending now on the type of capital asset, the capital asset can be the short term or long term. So if I have benefit from short term capital asset, I am going to call it as short term capital gain. If I am going to have benefit from long term capital asset, I am going to call it as long term capital gain. Are हाँ? Clear? All of you? Fine. Next one, check बच्चों, what are they saying? Period of holding up to 12 months. That means period of holding, do you understand what is period of holding? The tenure, the time for which you have held that assets. Held means what? Sold plus sold and purchase. Selling date and minus my purchase date, the period for which you were owner of the asset. अरे हाँ, है ना बच्चों? If that is बच्चों overall up to 12 months, okay, then it is short term. If the property is listed security, listed. Okay, what बच्चों? Listed security. Security बच्चों shares, debentures, bonds. अरे हाँ, everybody. Shares, debentures and bonds. Okay, that is what which is security. But which one? Listed. Generally, bachcho, you tell me, bachcho, what do you buy? Shares, debentures or bond? What is more frequently purchased and sold? Shares. Yes, to all of you? Yes? So, listed shares. If you hold it up to 12 months, it is short term. If you hold for more than 12 months, it is long term. Clear, all of you? Then we had this unit of UTI again, but that is not right now important for us. Units of UTI, okay? Fine. But let us say I buy Reliance Industries or Tata Motors or Asian Paints, Wipro, etc. These shares. If I hold it for 11 months, bachcho, short term. The same shares if I bachcho hold it for 13 months or above, it is what? Long term. 13 months means it is anything more than 12 months. Okay, all of you okay till here? Should I go ahead? Unit of an equity oriented fund. Unit equity oriented fund. This little bit discussion will take of mutual funds. It's very simple. Is it? Are you aware of mutual fund normal basics? Again, it is a fund, बच्चों. अरे हाँ. Cumulative बच्चों, money is put over there by thousands of investors. Yes, till here. And that investor, that बच्चों AMC or that manager is going to invest in company. Yes, everybody. Fine. Now, I think we have discussed this debt equity fund, debt fund, equity funds, hybrid funds. We have discussed this somewhere. Khushbu? Yeah, we discussed है ना बच्चों something like that. नहीं पढ़ा. Where the mutual fund invests, depending on that, the fund which will be equity oriented fund or debt oriented fund or hybrid, thematic. Hybrid means not mixture, both. The mutual fund is investing in equity also, as well as debentures also. See, if the mutual fund mainly invest in equity, we call it as equity oriented fund. If it invests mainly in debentures, bonds, etc., we call it as debt oriented fund. But if it is both, then it is hybrid, no? Fine. Finally, all of you. So pay attention first of all. So what are you getting from the mutual fund? You're not getting shares because the shares are held by the mutual fund, है ना? By the trust, by the company of the mutual fund. What you get, बच्चों, is a small unit of the fund. अरे हाँ. Again, my half of the investments are in mutual fund, half are in actual shares. Okay, everybody? So, whenever I buy and sell units of what, bachcho? Mutual fund. Okay, but which mutual fund? Equity oriented mutual fund. Are you getting my point or no? The fund itself, bachcho, has invested a lot where, bachcho? In equities. See, look at, if you directly invest in listed securities, listed shares, again, same thing. But if you indirectly, bachcho, invest through equity oriented fund, same thing, na, again. One and the same thing. Clear, everybody? Arey haan. Read this part, bachcho. What is equity oriented fund? Where the investable funds are invested by way of equity shares in listed domestic companies of minimum 65% of the total proceeds of such fund. Means what, bachcho? Okay, means what? So on an average, the fund always invests minimum 65% bachcho in equities. But which equities? Equities of listed domestic companies. Understood, all of you? Tell me. Arey haan, all of you. Are you getting my point or no? When you directly buy shares from stock market, that is definitely listed security. That is first point. Point number A, which we have seen. But when you buy a unit of the mutual fund, then it will be short term, okay, if only the fund is a what? Equity oriented, and you have held the unit of the mutual fund for less than 12 months. Agreed, all of you? Done? Now tell me, bachcho, if I buy and sell, again mutual funds also I have not sold. I have not sold only anything. Okay? So if again equity oriented bachcho mutual fund, I keep it for more than 12 months. What happens? Long term. Arey haan. That tell all of you? Alright. Okay, where were we? Let's check one more figure over here. What 65% is what? Check. How do I arrive at 65%?
Recording stopped.
Red. Opening and closing figures. We take basically average of averages.
Recording in progress.
So the percentage of equity shareholding shall be computed with reference of annual average. 65% what? For the financial year. It should be held for 65%. But bachcho, when the mutual fund itself buys and sells on daily basis, because obviously they have to do proper investment, proper planning, na? So they may buy and sell on daily basis. So some days it can go up, some days it can come down than 65%. Then in that case, bachcho, what do you have to see? You have to find monthly average. How will you find monthly average? Months opening and closing. Yes, till year. And now you have that monthly average. And 12 months. And so 12 months average divided by 12. Average of averages. You will get the average for the financial year. Understood or bouncer? Nitin, Khushbu, Indrajit, Mansi, tell me. Bolo. Good. Okay. Fine. And ZCB, which is zero coupon bond. Bond also I think I have discussed. I don't remember properly, but bond are issued for long term. But long term 5 years, 10 years, 15 years something. And but bond has a face value, or we also call it as a redemption value. And the bonds are issued at discount. Means what? Let us say the face value is 1000 rupees, and it is issued at rupees 800 issue price. Why? That is what is their commitment, that after 2010, 30 or 2025, whatever, after 5 years, we will pay you against that bond 1000 rupees. Are you understanding or no, all of you? That means you buy the bond at 800. Let us, I'll just give a simple example. 2020 and this is 2030. What is the maturity date, bachcho? This you had in time value of money, by the way, but we don't go in that concept quite in detail. So, bachcho, bond is issued in 2020 at rupees 800 and the maturity value is rupees 1000 at the end 2030. Okay. And bachcho, if that bond is tradable means you can buy and sell that same bond, this bond. Okay. Then what do you think? As and when we reach bachcho 2030, the value of bond bachcho will be closer to 1000 or it will remain at 800. The value of bond bachcho will be closer to 1000 or it will be near 800 only. Bachcho, it will be obviously closer to 1000. Okay. The person bachcho who has purchased at 800 rupees, he may sell also in between at 900 rupees fair market value. And just before the maturity date, bachcho, it can be 995 or 997 or something like that, because they are going to get rupees 1000. The person who is going to buy at 995 or 997 is going to get rupees 1000 on the maturity date. Are you all understanding or no, bachcho? Pakka? Bolo. Clear? So what happens is, if a person buys a bond, he need not honestly or actually keep his money blocked. Because if the bond can be traded online, then I can sell it off also in between. I take some interest or profit and sell it off. Or basically, if the valuation increases, I sell it off. Why will I keep it for furthermore 5 years money blocked? Possible, na? I can at least use that money somewhere else. Clear till all of you? Done? Pakka? Understood everybody? So let's suppose zero coupon bond. Check what is zero coupon bond. Read quickly, बच्चों. A zero coupon bond means a bond. Read quickly.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
ZCB बच्चों means a bond issued by any infrastructure capital company or infrastructure capital fund or infrastructure debt fund or a public sector company or central bank or after 1st June 2005 in the respect of which no payment and benefit is received or receivable before maturity. So before maturity, but you will not get any kind of interest or any kind of benefit, okay, or redemption from such issuing entity. So when you will get बच्चों, you will get the benefit only on maturity. That is called a zero coupon bond. Means you will not get any benefit before the maturity. No interest, nothing. Okay. And which the central government may notify in this behalf. That means they will notify which all will be considered as ZCB, zero coupon bond. But tell me, what is the first category up to how many months? 12 months. Which all securities are there? Important for us. Listed securities. Units of equity oriented mutual funds and ZCB. There is also units of UTI that we will deal with later on. Okay, everybody. So if the same asset bacho, all these assets held for up to 12 months, short term. Held for more than 12 months, long term. Clear? Then we will come to the more different category. 24 months. The period of holding is up to 24 months. Ready? Unlisted but shares. Unlisted but what? Shares. Chennai Super Kings, no? CSK, no? Remember I told you? You can get it, you can buy it shares, but it is not listed. Hi, na? It is not listed. Find clear, all of you? So, unlisted shares, but you hold for 9 months, 10 months, short term. Unlisted shares, but also you hold it for 9 months, 10 months, short term. Unlisted shares, 15 months, short term. 23, 24 months, also short term. Unlisted shares. Are haan. More than 24 months, bachcho, long term. Clear? And very important, immovable property, bachcho, held for 2 years, short term. Held for more than 2 years, bachcho, long term. But immovable property means what? Land or building or both. Clear, all of you, everybody? Pakka na? And last one, bachcho, residuary. Check. 36 months. So other unlisted securities like bond, debentures, warrants, whatever, है ना? Then this is again important and famous, units of debt oriented fund. Okay, debt oriented. And lastly, bachcho, other capital assets, residuary. If they are held up to 36 months, short term. If held for more than 36 months, bachcho, long term. Clear? Are हाँ. Fine. Check one more point. Look at this table, bachcho. Read quickly. Both date of sale as well as date of purchase, both to be included in the period of holding. Okay, everybody? Finally, all of you? to go to the next concept now. ठीक है. Ready everybody? Let us do the concept of cost of acquisition and cost of improvement, okay? And some indexation that we will see indexation. चलेगा? Sorry. Check your examples of transfer expenses. We add or reduce from which of sale consideration, transfer expenses. As a seller, we which reduce. Yes, we reduce from the selling price. Na? That is our cost. Na? Just now we have seen some format, if you remember. Check here. Okay, all of you? Yes? Should we go ahead, everybody? See, who is our assessee for this chapter, bachcho? He is owner of the capital asset. Is he buying or selling property? Tell me this. Or capital asset. Seller or buyer? This is one of the richest section or no? Or richest head of income or no? Isn't it, everybody? Capital asset. How many people have actually assets? I'm talking normally. No problem. Fine. We'll go ahead, everybody. So assessee is who, bachcho? Our transferor. He's a transferor or basically owner, na? And that is the reason he's going to sell it. He has a right to sell it. But he's owner, or you can say transferor of a capital asset. Yes, still here? Should we go ahead, everybody? So what do you reduce from sale price? Purchase price, that is cost of acquisition, or cost of improvement. Yes, still here? Cost of improvement, little bit you understood? Something extra I'm spending on that asset to make it a little bit better. For example, I'll just give you a simple example. I'm doing bunch of house property sell. Hai na? So same property, but sometime I had before bought it, no, purchase it, no, first. That is my cost of acquisition. Pay attention. I do repairs, renovation, again painting, furniture, add floor or a room. Are you getting my point or no? Then build a proper wall compound. Yes, because of all these things my valuation will increase. Yes, everybody? So all these things I can take it as what, bachcho? Cost of improvement. These are my cost of improvement, because of which my valuation is increasing. Repairs renovation to that is regular day-to-day basis, but something what is increasing my value. Painting, if it was not painted. Furniture, fixed furniture. I am selling with the furniture, let us say. It is fixed cupboard, etc. You know? Geyser, and all of that. Hi-fi. If it was ground floor, I considered one more room or one more floor. Obviously, my valuation will increase. Wall compound to the bungalow, etc. Yes, clear all of you? Some new work I have done on the property, that or there's kitchen. Remember kitchen? If earlier I had no kitchen trolley and now I fixed that also, kitchen trolleys are also very much costly. Yes. So again, that much increase, that will be, you can take it as cost of improvement. Alright, all of you understood? Are haan. Now they are saying something bachcho but about index cost of acquisition. Okay, and index cost of improvement, indexed. Okay, read this table. It will be bouncer. Just read it for time pass. Just read it quickly. Come on, the 3 tables.
Recording stopped.
Bouncer. Yes, that is good. Can I go ahead, everybody?
Recording in progress.
Okay. So we're talking something about index cost of acquisition, index cost of improvement, and what is indexation? And then again they are talking about your cost inflation index. But so inflation and index is a very, it was part of it. That is the reason it was part of a syllabus as statistics index numbers. Because over there we used to see CII, not CII, sorry, CPI, Consumer Price Index, CLI, Cost of Living Index. Those indexes but talk about inflation. Yes. Tell me, bachcho, the prices. What is inflation? There is general increase or no in the prices of the commodities. That is inflation. Whenever there is normal general increase in the prices of the prices of the commodity, that is what we call it as inflation. Yes, still here. Try to understand. Let us say, I'll just give you example 1990. Okay. This actual example. There was a flat which was purchased for rupees 10 lakhs, and in 2016 something it was sold for 1.75 crore. Yes, still here? All of you? Fine. Should I tax bachcho 1.65 crore? My bachcho net income, my net benefit is what? 1.65 crore. Yes, still here? But if I tax bachcho 1.65 crore, that will be wrong. Why? Why? I'm not going into remaining of the repairs, etc. I'm just talking purchase and sold. Remaining, I'll complicate the example later on. Right now, just let's talk about why I can't tax only 1.65. Correct? Yes, correct, Nitin. Yes, correct. Mansi is not there, what? Because bachcho, if I tax 1.65 crore, I am also taxing inflation. And inflation is not your or my mistake or anybody's mistake. You don't earn in inflation, because in fact there is a decrease in inflation in your income. So prices have also increased in general. So 1.65, so the net benefit is not 1.65 crore. Okay? That 1.65 crore also includes inflation, which we don't want to tax. तो what I should do is बच्चों, even if the sell price, now try to understand ना, even if the sell price is बच्चों 1.75 crore, I should first bring rupees 10 lakhs equivalent to 2016. The simple question is, what is the worth of rupees money 10 lakhs in 2016 adjusted for inflation that we say? Are you getting my point or no, everybody? Time value of money. What is rupees 10 lakhs value in 2016? Are you understanding, everybody? Are हाँ, I'm talking about almost how many years? 16 and 10, 26 years after. Are you getting my point, everybody? Indrajit, Khushbu. I'll give you an example. Let us say, in 1975 there was a movie called Sholay released. I think Sholay 1975 only, yeah? Whatever it is. I don't know the exact numbers. I'm just giving you the summary of that example. I don't know the actual figures. Remember, I don't know those figures. But it made somewhere the movie, but you made somewhere the revenue of around, I think, 10 crores maybe. I don't know, 5 or 10 crores. Entire. It was a super duper blockbuster hit. But 10 crores or 5, I think it is 5 crores only, very less figure. Now you will say, as of today, 5-10 crores, so anybody can make. Even a new star can make 5 to 10 crores. We say blockbuster is 2000 crore like Dangal and PK and not 3 Idiots something. If it is more than 100 crore, then we say. But it is 10 crore of 1975. If you compare of 1975 with 2022, this will come to what? Maybe 1000 crore also. I'm just giving you example here. Then yes, then it becomes a fair comparison or a fair competition. Are you understanding or no, everybody? Huh? Everyone tell me, understood? Okay, everybody? So, let us say, okay, this is again you and I'm just giving you the example. Let us say, so that flat bacho had purchased for 10 lakhs. The value of that 10 lakhs in 2016 because of only inflation, because of bacho only inflation, let us say comes to rupees 1.25 crore. Understood, everybody? That means, let me just try to tell you this. The same flat, new flat, let us say, if I wanted to buy in 2016, new, okay, with the same, you can say, valuation, I would have be able to buy it at 1.25 crore. Okay, everybody? Fine? So, value of 10 lakhs in 2016 is 1.25 crores. Okay. But I am able to find a customer who is able to or willing to buy at 1.75 crore. I am selling at 1.75 crore. Buyer is there to buy at 1.75 crore. So, this gap of 50 lakh rupees, are you getting my point? This I am going to tax, and this difference is actually because of increase in, you can say, overall demand is there. Overall, there is demand over there. Yesterday, everybody, there is increase in real estate, or rather, there is demand has been there. A buyer is willing to pay extra, obviously, for that amount up to, in this example, up to 50 lakhs. So here, the net benefit of the seller is 50 lakh rupees with the buying and selling price. Why are we giving that? We are directly converting 10 lakhs into 1.25 crore because of inflation, and we don't tax inflation. Clearly, all of you, that is not our income, that is not our benefit. Hai na, bachcho? Understood? So, how to arrive or jump from 10 lakhs to 1.25 crore? For that, we have to do index numbers. Understood, everybody? So, 10 lakhs, let's understand, okay? Try to understand. 10 lakhs is the original cost of acquisition, and 1.25 crore bachcho is the indexed cost of acquisition. Index, did you understand what is index now? Bringing it in the current year or comparing it with the current year. Understood? That is called as indexed cost of acquisition. Clearly, everybody? Are हाँ? कुछ भी understood? Indrajit? And which index numbers we use? CII. cost inflation index. The notes I have given you, you will read that. You will also go through next page and see the index numbers. Index number of base year is always 100. Remember, है ना? Index number of base year is always 100. So read this index numbers, you'll see. Okay, there is some pattern over there. चलेगा? So that's it for the introduction of the chapter of capital gains. In the next lecture, we'll go ahead. Okay, everybody?
Recording stopped.
मोस्ट लाइकली भी आज का शाम का लेक्चर मैं नहीं ले पाऊंगा. मैं को यूट्यूब वालों को बाय बाय कर देता हूँ. रुको एक मिनट.